Howdy fixers, today we're going after this 2002 Toyota Sienna, the driver's side CV axle. So I gotta get this tie rod end nut loose, and I do believe it's a 17, I think that's what it was. Pop it loose. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the side here with a hammer, and then it should pop out, just like that. So once you get that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go after my axle nut here. It's like a 12-point. So it's a 32 millimeter, but it's actually a 12 point. So I can only stuff that I can find with it. I can't remember for sure, but the new nut was a 32 millimeter. So put that on after I got this one out of the way. Once you get those out of the way, then you can kick these bottom nuts. And I don't remember what size it was. I think it was 17s. Get these out of the way. There's 2 nuts and 1 bolt. Get those out of the way, and then you should be able to pry down the pry bar, and then you should be able to get the axle move a little bit inside the hub, and then you should be able to tap it out a little bit. I don't care about the threads on this because this is going to get replaced, so I'm just going to tap it out without a nut on there, and then I get access to my axle. I'm going to pop it just right here in the back. It pops right out really easy, and then once we get that, we're going to feed it back up in there, and I'm going to thread my new nut on here, or my old one, so that I have a surface to hit, so I don't mush my thread, so I don't have a hard time putting my new nut on there. And basically I'm there. Put everything back together, put my bottom in, put my axle nut back on after I got my 3 bolts and the nut on the bottom. I got my tie rod end right here. And that's basically it. And I basically did this job in real time. It didn't take that long. As long as you know what you're doing and you have the right tools, it's pretty quick. It's pretty simple. On this, you want to make sure that you get the nut to a good spot where you can get a cotter key through there. And you want to make sure that you torque your axle nut, because there's a certain preload that you have to have for your wheel bearing in order for it to stay together. And here's where I put my cotter key through there. And you always want to make sure you do cotter keys, because it's just kind of a thing, and then you gotta dimple this to make sure the nut doesn't move. Thanks for watching, fixers. Really appreciate it. So that's how you do the CV axle on your 2002 Toyota Sienna, and that is the driver's side. I also did the passenger side. I didn't videotape it because somebody else started the job. I had to finish or whatever, but if you're doing the passenger side, I'm going to have another video of just not how to do it, but how to get over the ordeal of doing it, because it's a pretty common issue for the CV axle on that side to get stuck, so I had to cut it out and stuff like that. So there's going to be a video here in the future about me getting through that. So thanks for watching. Main thing on this, you want to make sure you torque everything, make sure that everything gets torqued, because torque is a big thing. If you don't torque an axle nut, you're preloading your bearing. It can cause the bearing to go prematurely. And also, it's just so that you know that it's going to be tight, because instead of you just guessing, you know exactly it's going to be safe and all that stuff, and it's not going to come loose on you. So, hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions or anything like that, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and tell a friend about it, and check out the old Patreon down at the bottom if you can help us try to do some more cool videos. So, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and have a good one.
Fixer good. Be a fixer. Be your own.